Good morning, everybody. This is Anna Khayos for another Anna Khayos Fitness. Today is currently October 21st, 2016, and I apologize for not being able to do a bunch of videos. Like I stated once before, my camera was acting up and I was having issues. I actually had to send my phone back to Apple because I tried going to the Apple store and it was absolutely no help at all. If you didn't have an appointment, it was at least a 4.5-hour wait if they could even get to you. So I'm actually a little disappointed with Apple this year. I bought the Power Beats from them, and you guys saw my video earlier this year that said do not buy the Power Beats. They're awful. I've had to send those in 3 times, and I had to get my iPhone completely repaired that I just bought a few months ago. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm kind of done with you guys. So I had a portable little phone for like 7 days until I got my phone back. I hated that thing. You couldn't even take a picture and the darn thing would be full. It was terrible. So that's why you didn't see me post any videos or anything, because I just kind of needed to step away and do what I needed to do. As of this week, I pretty much took the entire week off. I went to a really awesome concert on Sunday night, and it had a bunch of bands in it that I really wanted to see. Like, it had Dope on it, it had Against the Wheel, it's got Motor Grinder, it had like what's the other one, Flaw. It was a great freaking concert. However, after staying around for 7 hours, I realized that my legs started getting agitated, so that made my decision to take this entire week off, and it's probably been the best thing that I've done for my body. As of today, I started taking the day off on Monday. Today is Friday. My leg is literally almost completely healed. Like the pain is barely there. I can move around. I had no problem. It just needed time to heal, just like anything else. So I'm actually pretty excited. And no, I'm not being lazy. I know some people are like, oh, you know, you're taking too much time. No, I'm not being lazy. I have to let this injury heal. So that is the hardest thing for gym rat to do, not to go to the gym. It's been driving me nuts. So what I've been doing is I've been focusing on my diet in the meantime. And I pretty much, hopefully as of this Saturday, I will be starting with a new trainer where he'll be helping me with just looking at my diet in general, helping me with my supplements, and just helping me with aesthetics, just pretty much what I'm down to right now. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you have to be content with what you've done, your accomplishments. Yeah, you know what? I've been dieting for 2 years, and it really sucks that I still look like a melting ice cream cone, even after surgery. So I kind of want to try to do something about it, and after this, if it doesn't show any results, then you know what? I'll give up and I'll be content that I have a functional body. There's people out there that are missing limbs that wish they had the body that I had, and I do appreciate every day that I have a pretty functional body. So I'm not complaining about that, but I just wish aesthetic it looked a little bit better. I want to try. I'm one of those people that unless I try, I won't give up on the concept. That's just the way that I am. That's just the way that I was raised. But so what I did this whole week, I went ahead and I focused only on diet. And like I told you guys, I went back to like old school methods. And then look at that. So I started on the 8th at 179.6. right there, and then as of this morning, I'm back down to 174.6, and that's a big drop. So I think it's because I had a really big poop yesterday. No, but as you can see, I cut out a lot of the garbage in the house. I took it all out. So, and yeah, it's a slow, steady drop, but you know what? That's what I like. I don't like to do these fat diets where people just drop a bunch of weight, and then they're just like, oh, I don't understand why I ballooned out. Well, that's because you crash dieted, so I don't like to do that. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick what I've been doing food-wise, so you guys can get an idea how I've been eating. And granted, some people are going to say that I'm eating too much, but you know what? My body's always hungry, and on top of that, I'm healing an injury. My body needs the nutrition. It needs the nutrition. At the end of the day, you cannot heal up. And from what happened to my best friend a couple of months ago, that he passed away, and the circumstances that how he went down, I actually like value nutrition more and more every day. I get it. I freaking get it. So let me show you guys what I eat, and yeah, hopefully you guys like this. Okay, so here we go, guys. So first thing in the morning, what I have is a banana, and I'm still taking at least half a scoop to a scoop of C4 in the morning, even though I'm not working out. But at the office, I do tend to roam a lot, mainly because I work at a desk. So it keeps me kind of going and motivates me to get up. And when you're too jittery, full of caffeine, you kind of want to move around a little bit. So sometimes I'll even work standing up in front of my desk so that way I can get my body going. So you guys have seen these before. These are my standard multivitamins or my supplements. I got BCAA prenatal. Believe it or not, with folic acid, if you have a low iron, like I'm naturally iron depleted, it's just normal in women. The prenatal ones are way better than the multivitamin ones. So like they're both multivitamins, but these are a little richer. So try these instead. D3, that's just for me, doctor recommended. And then biotin, because when you're dieting, your hair and especially your hair tends to fall out. So it keeps my hair and nails healthy. And then fish oil, because it's good for your joints, especially since right now I'm healing. I'm making sure that my body's getting everything it needs to be able to do the proper repairs as possible. So normally I would take my supplements with a muscle milk. I normally want to do Isopure, but as you can see, there's no Isopure right there. And that's because I'll be starting with a trainer this weekend. So I went ahead and I depleted all of my supplements except for my C4. I had to get some caffeine in my system. And then I got some creatine, which I'm currently not taking. I'm setting those to the side because I just don't want to, I want to start fresh. I want to start fully healed and fully fresh, and I want to listen to what he says. So that way I can get the optimum results that I want and understand that, by me following exactly what he says, I know if anything, the results happen or don't happen, it's either something that I'm doing or something I'm not following. So it's very controlled. It's very controlled. I'm not adding anything extra that will alter the results. So we can actually look at what exactly he's giving me, how we can alter and all that fun stuff. So I stopped buying the Isopure until I find out further or not what kind of protein I'll be taking. I don't know if he's going to give me whey protein, casein, or whatever. So in the meantime, I've just been doing muscle milk. And I like muscle milk because, first of all, it tastes like Nesquik, which is amazing. But it's got a lot of vitamins and stuff in it that's good. And it's got a lot of stuff in it that's good for muscle repair. So, and considering the fact that I'm healing up, I like it and I enjoy it. So it's kind of like my treat, so I dig it. And then, so this right here, this is 5 a.m. This is 7 a.m. And then the apple floats. Sometimes I'll have like a meal and it doesn't feel like it's enough, so I will accompany with maybe an apple right behind it. So the apple kind of just floats wherever I feel like it through the day, but I always keep it on me. Sometimes I eat it and sometimes I don't. So today I'll be having about 3 ounces of steak with about 2 ounces of vegetables and a sweet potato. And as you can see, it's not terribly too big, but it's just enough that it'll be filling. And that's why sometimes I don't eat the apple, because I will have the meal and I feel full. So sometimes I have a meal and I feel like I need a little more. So that's why I pretty much keep the apple around. And then, so that right there is around 9 o'clock. Around 11 to 12 o'clock, I'll have this, which is about, I'm going to easily say about 5 to 6 ounces of chicken with some vegetables in it. And then this is brown rice right there. And then later on, again, I will repeat this around 5 o'clock. So I'll have that. And then if I really need a little bit more, I will have my yogurt with my chia seed and flax seed and a little shot of stevia, and that pretty much just kind of fills me out for the day, and it pretty much equals easily around, according to my fitness pal, around 200 200 grams of protein for the day. I weighed 100 and as of now 174, as you guys saw. So for me, the protein intake is very important. It's been helping me. I've come to learn with my body that the higher the protein I eat, the lower the carb, my body responds better to that than super high carb and then low protein. I tend to explode. And that's whether I'm doing some heavy cardio or I'm doing just normal weightlifting. My body just likes to hold on to carbs like crazy. So it's one of those things that I've learned, and I'm hoping that I can discuss that with the trainer and maybe he can help me out, because I'm eating well, as you guys can see. The problem is that when I go work out, or sometimes I eat these meals and I don't have enough energy. So that's why I'm trying to sneak in some carbs back into it, but it's healthy carbs, not anything like trashy like candy bars or protein bars or anything like that. At the most, my muscle milk and my C4 would be like my trashy stuff, but I want to get most of my energy from real food, not garbage, real food. And then I've increased my intake, and I know I probably shouldn't take these, but recently, since we're here in North Carolina, we've had a horrible problem with water after Hurricane Matthew went through. So I've been having a hard time drinking the water. So I've been doing like small shots of MIO in my water, and I've been drinking about 6 or 7 bottles of water a day. So that's also been cleaning out my system. Granted, the artificial sweeteners, it is not ideal for me, but you know what? At the end of the day, I've been taking water, and I was afraid I was getting dehydrated because I wasn't drinking enough. So this is pretty much up my intake until I can find an alternative to how to consume more water that is, you know, I can drink it, and I don't need to have this in it. So yeah. So, but anyway, hope you guys like this. So yeah. Anyway, guys, so in other good news, I did have to upgrade my Fitbit because my Fitbit HR went ahead and it died. It went to heaven. Like, it literally died. Like, the gosh darn thing fell apart on me. And when I took it to the guy at Best Buy, you know, I'm sitting there, it's like, dude, this thing barely syncs with my phone anymore. And it literally fell apart. Like, it just fell apart. And luckily for me, I'm one of those, like, I dealt with computers most of my life, so I tend to keep all my packaging. So I just brought it into him. When I showed him the thing fell apart, he's like, oh, well, that's still covered on the warranty because you bought the 2-year warranty. So I only had to pay like $30 to replace my previous Fitbit because of that warranty that I purchased. I was pretty stoked about that. So it saved me about $150. So yay! Yay for Best Buy. You're the only cool people that I buy my tech for because everybody else sucks with a fucking warranty. Excuse my language. Anyway, the other good news that I have is that I finally got my sleep back on track. For those of you guys who watch my videos, you've probably seen that my sleeping, especially if you're on my Fitbit, seen that my sleeping is pretty terrible. I sleep probably on average between 4, maybe 5 hours a night. And ever since I cleared up a lot of the issues in my personal life with my job and stuff, especially this week with the rest, I've been able to get my sleeping from 4 to 5 hours to 6 to 7 to 7.5 hours a night, which is phenomenal for me. I've not been able to sleep like that in so long, especially once I went through my master's degree where I had to do the whole thing online and I barely got any sleep. My body could never quite go backwards. So I'm conditioning my body to at least get 6 to 7 hours a night. So I am incredibly stoked that my body's finally resting the way it should be. So I am so happy. And I'm also getting back into a routine. So hopefully when I, you know, start meeting up with this coach on Saturday, I can pretty much hit the ground running. My house is clean. I have no junk. Look, no junk, just spices. Those already been drunk, so you can't even say that. I have no junk food. I even got tuna. Got some nuts and Quaker oats. I know, it looks like a bachelor's pad. In fact, I think I have more first aid that I actually have food in this house, which is hilarious. And then my fridge totally looks like a bachelor's fridge. Look at that. Isn't that terrible? Except the only sin that I have is this one beer. That's it. And that's not even a real beer. It's just like a Mike's Heart Punch thing. So I wouldn't even count it. So, but for the most part, my house has been cleaned out. And that also includes the freezer. There's nothing in there. The worst thing that I have is this Arctic Zero, which I'm probably not going to eat because for me, I honestly didn't like how it tasted. It was terrible. But I got tilapia and I'm getting ready to go shopping today. So I'll be filling this up with chicken and all kinds of good stuff today. So I am really happy to get started. But anyway, guys, it's been Anna Khayos for another Anna Khayos Fitness. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr. I'm also on bodybuilder.com, Fitbit, and MyFitnessPal. Don't forget to drop me a message. If you have a story you want to share, please share your story. I like to read about other people like me. You know, other people that have been through this journey, because unless you've been through this, it's kind of hard to explain to people when I tell them I have a big girl mentality, because they don't know what it's like to be torn around another person. And then, yeah, they don't get it. So it's kind of nice to find other people that have been there and done that, and I can kind of relate to. It's great. But anyway, guys, talk to you guys later. Thank you as always for watching. You guys were amazing. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.